All right, guys, I'm making a video here talking about guaranteed title fights and where I would rank them in the most exciting. What's the most exciting title bout, right? In 2026. That's what I'm going to be rating. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this video. I got past 100 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Let me get to at least, let's say, can I get to 150 by the end of the year, right? It's in November. Yeah, end of November, end of the year. Can I get to 150, please? That would be very helpful. I'm gonna be posting a lot of content. I'm about to drop an Ian Gary's a bitch video coming up soon. So hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. But I'm gonna be going over guaranteed title fights are going to happen, right? These are guaranteed going to happen next year, unless the champion gets injured. But this is guaranteed to happen next year. I'll put the bank on it. I'm going to be grading them from 1 through 10. The most exciting champions fight versus the least excited champions fight. Here I go. At number 1, obviously the one matchup that everybody wants to see. I don't care that I believe Paddy Pimblett's fighting Ilia Topuria. I want Ilia Topuria to be fighting. He is the most entertaining fighter right now because he's in the most entertaining weight class. The lightweight weight class has always been the most entertaining. Why? Because those are the most average people in the world, right? Everybody's around 5'9", everybody's around 150 pounds, right? 165, 170 pounds, 150 pounds. Everybody's around there. That's where, especially if you put on muscle, that's where the most majority of humans are. So you get the best fighters at that weight class. And Ilia Topuria right now is number 1 or champion. And at number 1 is Arman Tsarukyan. I need to see this fight. I need to see this fight. I need to see this fight. This fight will be amazing. I mean, Arman Tsarukyan, he has gotten so much better since his Islam Makhachev first bout. I rewatched that fight because it was on my suggested videos on YouTube. I hope you guys go watch that too because Arman Tsarukyan looked amazing in that fight. They even said it. They were glowing. Piotr Yan was a teammate with him at Tiger Muay Thai when Arman Tsarukyan was training there as a young Padawan who got a free training camp over there because he won some tournament. And Arman Tsarukyan looked amazing in that fight. And even Piotr Yan, who was, I think, cornering him or was in that same card, said, you better watch out for Arman Tsarukyan. He is that good. And Arman Tsarukyan proved to be that good. And he's gotten so much better since then. And he is probably the best lightweight. Ilia Topuria, he's knocking out Oliveira, knocking out Holloway, knocking out Volkanovski, right? The 3 best win streak in probably MMA history right there. 3 legends, 3 Hall of Famers, 3 former champions, and not even former champions, 3 dominant champions, right? Max Holloway was dominant for 4 fights. I think he had a 4-fight win streak at featherweight, or maybe 3-fight win streak as a featherweight champion. And then you have Volkanovski, who dominated for like 5 years or 4 years. And obviously, Charles Oliveira had that legendary run, beating Poirier, beating Gaethje, Ferguson, even before he won the title. But he had a great run winning the title, beating Chandler. He had a great one winning the title and was an exciting fight. So Ilia Topuria is a very good fighter as well. Arman Tsarukyan might be too big for him. The thing is, Ilia Topuria is very small. Arman Tsarukyan says that Ilia Topuria is scared of him. Ilia Topuria said that he slapped Arman Tsarukyan. Did he slap him? I don't think so. I think Ilia is playing up for the cameras. I really don't understand why Ilia is taking this long to fight. He wants to be Conor McGregor. The thing about Conor McGregor that made him so special is because he was so consistently fighting. This guy was fighting 3 times a year. He lost to Nate Diaz early in the year. He comes back in July, beats Nate Diaz, comes back in November, beats Eddie Alvarez, went from tapping out to Nate Diaz in early spring or early winter in 2016, and then coming back to winning the lightweight championship, being a double champion. That's how active he was. Ilia Topuria fights once a year, damn near, and I'm sick of it. He needs to be more active. Why is he not active? He's not even a real 155er. That's the thing. If he was a real 155er, like Islam cutting weight, okay, I understand. This guy should be fighting at 145. He goes up to 155. He's not cutting a lot of weight. He should be fighting very actively, but he's not. He's trying to fight Paddy Pimblett, and obviously because Paddy Pimblett's an easier fight, and milk him being the champion, I understand. I get it. It's a business. But this fight needs to happen, and I'm excited for this fight, mainly because I think these are the 2 most skilled fighters. These are top 5, 2 most skilled fighters in the world, right? You can't say that Arman Tsarukyan is not one of the top 5 most skilled fighters in the world. You cannot say that Ilia Topuria is not one of the top 5 most skilled fighters in the world, right? So this is why I want to watch it. It'll be amazing to see 2 styles clashing. You have the wrestling of Arman Tsarukyan, and then the striking and boxing of Ilia Topuria. People will say Ilia Topuria is a Greco-Roman guy, but again, a Greco-Roman guy means he's good in clinches, and Arman Tsarukyan is not really in the clinch. He's more shooting double legs and single legs, so there's not be a lot of clinch opportunities for Ilia Topuria to try to counter that. Next, who do we have? We have Alex Pereira. I need to see this fight. Alex Pereira, they're set to fight in January. Um, the UFC is trying to have every single champion fight in January. They called Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. They called Alex Pereira and Carlos Ulberg, who is the second next matchup I want to see. This is a fascinating matchup. It's because the styles clash, right? It's the styles clash of why this matchup is so fascinating. You have the aggressive marauder, um, Alex Pereira, right? Poatan. This guy goes forward. He has no defense, barely any head movement, hands like this, right? That's how he blocks, right? It's beautiful to see. That left hook is a money. That freaking pull counter is nasty. He's just those calf kicks. He's just a nasty fighter. One of the best fighters of all time. You cannot say he's not. That's how good he is. That's how good of a fighter he is. And he's fighting against Carlos Ulberg. Why does this matchup means a lot? Because Carlos Ulberg, can you say he's a protege of Israel Adesanya? Maybe. Can you say he is a protege of that city kickboxing team? Definitely, because he is their pride right now. He is their main focus. Israel Adesanya is in the back burner of his career. He's probably not going to be fighting for maybe 2 or 3 more fights. That's probably it. Volkanovski, he's trains halfway there, halfway not there. But Carlos Ulberg is their guy, right? Kevin Doucette's somewhere else. I don't know where the fuck he is, but he is their guy. Dan Hooker's basically done. So Carlos Ulberg is their guy that wants to push them into that championship pedigree. And Carlos Ulberg is a very, very nasty counterpuncher, right? He's a very nasty counterpuncher. He waits for people like Dominic Reyes to throw a 1-2, and he's a ghost out there. He darts to the left when he's throwing a 1-2. Dominic Reyes is looking back like how Super Saiyans and freaking Goku teleports to the left and Frieza's like, where the fuck did this guy go? And then freaking Carlos Ulberg smacks him with a counter. That's how beautiful Carlos Ulberg's striking is. This is a very fascinating matchup. I need to see it because these are two heavy hitters. Carlos Ulberg, not really a heavy hitter, but Alex Pereira is definitely a heavy hitter. And especially the way he fought versus Magomed Ankalaev. How do you not want to see Alex Pereira fight? He is just that talented. He's just that good. And Carlos Ulberg is the new wave at City Kickboxing. Let's see if the new guy can beat the guy that's been haunting that team for the last decade, right? Because do you remember Dominic Cruz used to be the alpha male killer, right? He beats Joseph Benavidez. He beats Uriah Faber. He beats TJ Dillashaw. And then Cody Garbrandt comes in and beats Dominic Cruz. Can Carlos Ulberg be that Cody Garbrandt to beat Alex Pereira? Maybe. We'll see. But I'm excited for that fight. That's going to happen this year. Hopefully it happens in January. I'd love to see it, but we'll see. Next, who do we have? We have Khamzat Chimaev. I love watching him fight. You guys call him a nut hugger. You guys call him boring. He's had one boring fight, and that's versus Dricus Du Plessis, who is a strong as fuck Down syndrome dude. This guy is so strong. You have to understand. If you ever read the book of Mice and Men with Lenny? That's Dricus Du Plessis. He has that retard strength. That is how strong Dricus Du Plessis is. He has a good game plan usually, but he got taken down a lot by Khamzat. Khamzat basically butchered him, and I need to see Khamzat versus Nasruddin Imavov. Nasruddin Imavov is a great counter wrestler, anti-wrestler, and he has good grappling himself. The problem with him is he gets fatigued, and Khamzat gets fatigued, but can he get him down? Because Nasruddin Imavov is a nasty striker. The way he teep kicks down the middle, the way his 1-2 set up because his hands are low and you can't see those punches coming. He is just nasty. Khamzat, can the double leg work? Can his double leg to the back take work? Can that happen for Khamzat? It's just going to be a very good matchup. I want to see it. I love watching Khamzat fight because it's pure intensity for as long as he's fighting. And then he always gives you that, oh my God, is he tired? Is he tired versus Kamaru Usman? Is he tired versus Gilbert Burns? Oh my God, he got rocked by Dricus Du Plessis in the 5th round. That he always gives that dramatic feeling, or he just smashes guys, right? Like versus Rob Whittaker, right? Versus Gerald Mearshart. He just like he smashes guys also. So I want to see this fight. This fight means a lot to this division because is Khamzat going to reign forever. People think Sean Strickland has a chance versus Hamza. I can't see it. I've seen Sean Strickland get choked out in grappling tournaments by smaller dudes. What if Hamza gets on top of him and flattens them out? I don't know what's going to happen. I got to put Hamza and Nasruddin as my third most exciting fight of 2026. Next, we have is Tom Aspinall. I would put this higher because I'm like, do I want to see Tom Aspinall again versus Cyril Gane? Because that's who it's going to be. Not really, because I know Cyril Gane's going to win. All right. Cyril Gane's going to win. He's just a better fighter. He's just more talented. Tom Aspinall fans are going to say I'm crazy. They're probably going to turn this video off. But Tom Aspinall fans have to realize that he is a first-round fighter. I know he's been in the second round one time versus Arlovsky, so you can't even say, how do we even know he's only a first-round fighter? Do you see how hard he throws? Do you see how hard he throws? He's not Max Holloway just pity-patting everywhere. He's not Volkanovski pity-patting everywhere, right? He is throwing as hard as he can, trying to get you out of the fight. And for Cyril Gane, if you're throwing hard, it doesn't work. You know who he used to train with that just throws hard every single punch? Is Francis Ngannou. He used to train with him. And if you saw that fight, Francis Ngannou could not catch him. I know Francis Ngannou is a lot slower than Tom Aspinall, but I guarantee you, Tom Aspinall, he has Cyril Gane picked up on Tom Aspinall's tells where he's bouncing. He does that little karate bounce. And then once he stops bouncing, that's when he springs. And that's the problem with Tom Aspinall. He has that issue. Maybe he'll fix it. Maybe he'll regain his vision as well. He was complaining about the eye pokes. Obviously, the eye pokes were brutal, but whatever. That's another conversation. I think Tom Aspinall quit. I'm just gonna say it. I thought he quit, but whatever. Hey, that's not me. Next, we have Islam Makhachev as my fifth favorite because Islam. The problem with Islam is if he beats Ian Gary, Ian Gary wasn't ready. Ian Gary lost to Shavkat. How is he even the number one contender? If he beats Michael Morales is unproven. He only beat Sean Brady. Oh, if he beats Carlos Prates, he's supposed to be Carlos Prates. He has no grappling. He is in a lose-lose situation whoever he fights. That's literally the problem. Oh, Kamaru Usman. He's past his prime. Whoever he fights, Islam Makhachev is in a lose-lose position. That's why I'm not really interested in watching him fight. I know he's only going to fight one time next year, probably in October, because there's Ramadan, and he only fights 3 times every 2 years. He fought twice this year. He fought Moicano in the beginning. Then he just fought JDM, and he's probably going to fight around October in Abu Dhabi, or if they do a September, an August card in Dubai, maybe he'll fight there. But again, Islam Makhachev, he's going to be fighting Ian Gary or Kamaru Usman. That's the only 2 people he's fighting. Shavkat's going to wait in line because he hasn't been fighting a lot. Carlos Prates is not ready to take this fight. If he takes that Carlos Prates fight, I mean, what's the point? Everybody's not going to give him any credit of winning that fight. That's just the truth. No one will give him any credit. They're like, oh my God, Ian Gary took him down. Of course, Islam's going to take him down and submit him. What's going to happen? That exactly is going to happen. And then what else are you going to see? Ian Gary lost to Shavkat, and everybody's going to think that Islam's a better Shavkat anyways. So what's the point of that fight happening? At least the Kamaru Usman fight makes sense because Kamaru Usman is a legacy name that you could put on your record. Hey, on my resume, I have Kamaru Usman. I beat Kamaru Usman. I beat Volkanovski. I beat Oliveira. I beat the former welterweight champion JDM. He has good names on his list if he does that. Not if he beats Carlos Prates, does he win a world championship? Does he contend again for a world championship? We don't know. Is he a 50-50 fighter? Is he just an exciting guy? We do not know. That's the problem with fighting a guy like Carlos Prates. That's the problem with fighting a guy like Ian Gary. So I need to see Kamaru Usman be the guy for him to fight. But again, whoever these 2 are, I'm not really excited because I think Islam's just that much better. Ian Gary says he's fast. Islam is faster. I promise you. Islam said that JDM's jab was so slow. And even Javier Mendez, the guy who does literally nothing for Team AKA, is like, I knew we had in the bag after the first punch that JDM threw. I was like, it's just too slow. Islam seen punches like that coming. Islam wanted to strike more. They were like, no, father's plan or whatever. Excuse me. But again, Islam versus these 2 guys, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I think Islam is just going to beat both of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Next, I have Kayla Harrison. And Kayla Harrison, obviously, I want to see her fight Amanda Nunes. Yes, I know there's still male fights left to be graded. I know, but I actually want to see this fight. Could Kayla Harrison take Amanda Nunes down? Because remember, Amanda Nunes, when she got taken down, she got her back taken with no hooks against Juliana Pena and choked out, not even under the neck, and got choked out. Kayla Harrison is a different beast on the ground. Is Amanda Nunes going to quit? Is he there for a paycheck? We don't know. I want to see this fight. Amanda Nunes, the greatest woman fighter of all time. People thought Weili Zhang versus Shevchenko was for that title. Absolutely not. Weili Zhang is not even in that conversation. Weili Zhang, if you're more athletic than Weili Zhang, you're automatically going to beat her because Weili Zhang is pure game, is on athleticism. She is the Michael Chandler of the women's division. That's basically what she is, right? She just bounces out of range, throws punches out of range, and just blitzes forward with try to throw in heavy power and try to get takedowns. If you watch Michael Chandler at Bellator, that's literally what Weili Zhang looks like. Next, we have Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison, the only problem she had in her career is against Larissa Pacheco at 155 for the $1 million tournament at the lightweight for the women. She had problems taking her down. Larissa Pacheco, former UFC fighter. She had good takedown defense, used the butterfly really well in PFL championship. And the power punching was a big problem versus Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison said that she was sick during that fight. But Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes would be a great fight. I want to see it. This is a super fight that people wanted to see for the past like 5-6 years. So now we finally get it. I want to see it. I'm excited for it. Next is Merab Dvalishvili, and he's going to be against Umar Nurmagomedov. Maybe Merab is not going to be fighting. Maybe Jan beats Merab. We don't know. I rewatched that Jan versus Merab fight. Jan didn't fight as bad as I thought. People thought Jan fought really bad and got demolished. He did not get demolished. Jan was landing some nice calf kicks, was landing some nice combinations, but Merab just put that pressure on him. 20-plus takedown attempts through three rounds. I mean, just broke him. But again, Petr Yan wasn't fighting that bad. Next, we have Umar Nurmagomedov versus Merab. They're obviously going to make this fight. They really want Umar to be the champion. They want to capitalize on that new Dubai market, that new Dubai contract that the UFC signed with them. They want to capitalize on Abu Dhabi, and Umar Nurmagomedov is a perfect candidate to be the guy. He's a Nurmagomedov name. You have Islam Makhachev already. They want these guys to be champion, and they are basically selling out for that. But that's just the truth. So Umar versus Merab. I already seen this fight. I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited for a boring decision where Umar throws a question mark kick that doesn't land with his lead leg. He's bouncing out of range, and Merab just freaking takes him down. Or Umar tries to take him down. It's not going to be there's no consequences in this fight, right? There's no consequences. The last person that Umar Nurmagomedov knocked out was an unranked Raoni Barcelos. So, I mean, we don't even know if Umar has the power like that. Merab, he almost knocked out Corey Sandhagen last fight. But Corey Sandhagen, I mean, he's always been in a couple predicaments when he fights, right? He's always had some issues in some of his fights, either getting armbarred, either getting triangled, either getting knocked out, either getting backpacked by Aljamain Sterling. So he's been in predicaments in his fights. Like, he's not like the best chin in the world, or he's always in precarious spots, right? So Merab versus Umar, I already seen this fight. I'm not excited for it really, but it's going to happen probably in Abu Dhabi in October. That makes sense to me. Maybe Umar needs another fight. Merab beats his Petr Yan. Merab probably fights maybe Umar, I guess, or Song Yadong, but I'm guessing Umar is going to be out for Ramadan, and Merab is going to be fighting probably soon because he doesn't do Ramadan. But anyways, that's who I have there. Next is Volkanovski. I mean, this fight's a fucking yawner, right? You have Volkanovski fighting against Lerone Murphy. I mean, this fight is going to be terrible. It's going to be a decision fest. It's going to be boring. No one's going to give a fuck about this fight. We're going to look back in 6 years and be like, why the fuck is Lerone Murphy fighting for a title? How the fuck did this guy fight for a title? The same way we look at Dan Hardy when he fought George St. Pierre, right? How the fuck did this guy fight for a title? The way that we looked at Ovin St. Preux when he fought John Jones. How the fuck did Ovin St. Preux fight for a title? That's what we're going to be looking at Lerone Murphy. How the hell did this guy fight? How did Ali Quinta fight for a title? Even though that was like a lot of different scenarios why. But how the hell did Ali Quinta fight for a title? That's what we're going to be looking for when Lerone Murphy, it actually wasn't even a title fight for him. It was only a title fight for Khabib. But that's what we're going to be looking for Lerone Murphy. We're going to be looking at him like, how the hell is this guy's not that good. He loses almost loses the gatekeeper, almost gets knocked out by gatekeeper Dan Ige, right? Pitter pats a decision against old man Barbosa. Pitter pats a decision against old man Emmett, right? Aaron Pico was beating the fucking shit out of him, beating the crap out of him. And then he he landed a spinning back elbow and he was like, thank you. Oh my God, I got saved right here. Give me that spinning back elbow. Knocks out Aaron Pico. And That's now who our title fight is. It's gonna be a boring decision, just out of range, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick. Oh, I'm gonna try to take him down. It's gonna be boring. No one's gonna really care about it. This is a co-main event. It's gonna happen probably sooner rather than later, but it's gonna be boring. I want to see the real contenders in it. Let me see. I want to see Gene Silva against Volkanovski, right? Maybe not Diego Lopez again because I already saw it, and Diego Lopez is just not good enough on the feet to contend with Volkanovski. But I mean, let's see some like real like Gene Silva's at least creative. Aaron Pico, I would love to watch that. Movsar Evloev, I want to see that as well. But again, I want to see these fighters fight, but not Lerone Murphy. I mean, it's boring. It's just boring. Like it's like watching like a fake Leon Edwards fight. Okay, next is Valentina Shevchenko. The problem with Valentina Shevchenko is she's just too good, right? And she's either going to be fighting Erin Blanchard or Natalia Silva. These fights are going to be boring. It doesn't matter. I know Natalia Silva has some decent power, decent pop on her punches, athletic, karate stance. But again, Valentina Shevchenko, she dumbs things down, as in she simplifies her whole game and makes everybody look ordinary, especially on the feet. So that's what I'm expecting. Can Aaron Blanchfield take down Valentina Shevchenko? Can Natalia Silva control the range against Valentina Shevchenko? Can Natalia Silva allow some twos down the middle against Valentina? I mean, it's going to be hard. Valentina's just that good. But again, do I really want to see this fight? It's a women's fight. I don't give a fuck about women's fights unless Valentina is going to give me free money versus Weili Zhang. But anyways, yep, that's basically it. Last is Mackenzie Dern versus Weili Zhang. I mean, does anyone really want to see this fight? Mackenzie Dern's a champion now because Weili Zhang moved up and failed against Valentina Shevchenko. Does anybody really want to see this fight? I don't think so. I don't want to see it, but whatever, we're getting it. And this is probably it. But anyways, this is my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Should I talk more about Mackenzie Dern and Weili Zhang? Mackenzie Dern's the champion. She beat Verna Jandaroba. Weili Zhang went over to 125, failed at it. She's going to go down to 115. She's too small. Who is she going to beat? She's going to beat is she beating Manny Fiorot? There's no fucking chance she beats Manny Fiorot. Manny Fiorot should be a minus like 300 favorite. She's too big. She's too athletic. She's too fast. Weili Zhang her hand speed's not that fast. Valentina was much faster. People thought that Weili Zhang was stronger than Valentina Shevchenko. It was actual insane. Do you understand the difference between a 115er and a 125er in women? It's an insane difference. Remember when Davidson Figueiredo was too big for 125, then he went up to 135, and then everybody's like, "Why the fuck's he at 135? He's way too small to be competing here." And that's basically what Weili Zhang was. Weili Zhang was not. Her skill level is not good enough to be competing at 135. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Or 125, excuse me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Mackenzie Dern versus Weili Zhang. I mean, the only way I'm going to be watching this if friggin' Mackenzie Dern's tits come out, because I mean, that's the only way we've had fun. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you. Like and subscribe.